Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Katie's Budgeting Life. I am Katie, and today we are finally doing our debt update. Now, for the people that have been following me, you know that I used to do a debt update every month. Starting in January, it was up until about June or July that I stopped because basically just everything went not crashing, just there was one thing after another, and it was very overwhelming for me. I started to get kind of like anxiety because I knew how hard I was working, but it wasn't like reflecting in my debt update. So like I was nervous that you guys were gonna like feel a certain kind of way about me because my debt had gone up, but there was a lot of things in my life that was happening that I couldn't really control. So I'll be honest, I was just very nervous. And it just started to get overwhelming because we were like consolidating debts and we were making changes and all. That's Mason's alarm. Sorry. It's also like 7:40 in the morning. But anyway, I got nervous, and because I knew I was doing the right things, but it just didn't look good on paper. So, but everybody has been asking me for this, and we're at like a good starting point again. We've gone like 1 to 2 months of like our normal payments now. So, now we can really start tracking it again and getting everything that we need, all handled. So I have written everything down. It's on the paper underneath. I just didn't want to show you guys yet. So, I will tell you, because I have kind of added it up, we are higher than we've probably ever been. But just understand that we both had to get a new car in this year. And for everyone that follows me, you know that Phil did end up getting an Escalade because he works very, 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 very hard. He makes a good amount of money. He keeps this family going. He provides for us. And he had a very old 2001 Chevy Tahoe that he just drove and drove and drove and drove. He wanted a car, a truck, and he's 6'6", 50 pounds, and he wanted a nice truck, and he deserved it, so he got it. But the only thing with that is it just looks bad on our debt. So just understand that we do pay everything. He does make a good amount of money. We pay the minimum payments. Because we consolidated everything, we do have much more big payments, or we have less payments, but they're bigger amounts. So, but I will tell you guys, if you remember, I had my debt breakdown, and I had a bunch of highlights, and we had 2 pages. But let me just tell you, we only have 1 page now. So that's pretty exciting, right? So we're going to do the starting because, this is our starting, so we don't really have minimum payments and ending balances. That'll be for next month, but this is going to be where we start off. So we're just going to go through it, and then, get our total, and then we'll just go from there. I will tell you that I'll explain it. Okay, so let's do the first one. So credit one, I'll be honest, I don't really know why I have a balance with them. I didn't have a balance with them. I do now. I think, so what I think happened was when I got Phil his anniversary gift, I think, because I did get a little balance with them because there's an annual fee or something that I didn't know about. But then for our anniversary gift, I think I had this card connected instead of my debit card, and it went to this card, and I didn't realize it. So anyway, that's $147.50. Let's see. Let me see here. That's good. Yeah. Okay. So 147.50. Okay. Then we have American Express. This is a bill that we've just been kind of nipping at. It's like $40 a month. So it's $338. That's my debt. Capital One Quicksilver, we have $393. I ended up doing a balance transfer from one of my other cards to this one, so I can try to pay it off. So that's why that's a balance now. Navy Federal credit card, that's mine. That's 771.51. Yeah, and understand this is Phil and my debt. So this is both of us put together, not just me, thankfully. Okay, then we have Walmart, which is 1,004. And then this is Phil's credit card, which is 21.50. Capital One Platinum, that's my credit card. That's 23.10. Citibank is my credit card. That's 25.26.76. 25.26. Yeah, too many twos. All right, Southwest credit card is 2693.04. Navy Federal credit card, American Express, that's Phil's. That's 3477. PNC credit card is mine. That's 3935. E-loan, that's one of the debt consolidation loans from like 2 years ago. Oh no. Uh-oh. Alright, hold on. I gotta add everything up again. So we got Credit One, American Express, Capital One, Navy Federal, First Financial. Did I skip that? I may have skipped that. Walmart, Navy Federal for Phil, Capital One for me, Citibank is me, Southwest is me, American Express is Phil, okay, PNC is me. Sorry, that was like a lot of numbers, but it's the cents too. E-loan, that's me. Okay, and then we have the Wells Fargo credit card, which is one of our biggest credit cards. All right, and then we have our loans. So before we get to the like big loans, we have $29,453.35. So we have this loan, which Phil has had since before we even started living together. And that was I think it was a $25,000 loan, but that's $12,096. That one's like $500 a month. So yeah. All right. So then One Main is a loan that I got in my name. And that is, we consolidated, a bunch of stuff. So a bunch of our other credit cards. So that brings us to $54,903. Then we have our Navy Federal loan, our second loan, which is how I paid for my car in cash. So I paid my car, we got the tags, we did inspections, all that other stuff. And then we had about like 6,000 or 7,000 left. And we ended up using that for one of Phil's credit cards. And then I had a loan that we paid off. So 24,316. So, all right. Before we get to the very last one, I want you guys to see this. $79,219. That is basically like, I'm trying to explain it. The last time we did a debt update, we were at like 100 and like, I don't know, 104, 105, 106,000. I don't remember. But we did all this stuff, right? We consolidated, we did all this stuff. And then we had 79,219. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. We went down so much in our debt. But then Phil got his car. And you have to remember that, like I said, the car payment is not cheap. It is not. I'm just being honest, it's an Escalade. Like, it's not a cheap payment. But like I said, you can't. Phil and I are very different people. And for somebody that he works his butt off, like I said, and he needs to see my satisfaction is seeing that the bills are paid. His satisfaction is like saying, like, I purchased that. Like, I worked my butt off and that is mine. So it was like, even though it's not technically ours, but you know what I mean. And he, like, I had to understand that this is not just me. This is him too. And if he wants something like this, I have to accept it and move on. And that's what you do in a relationship. Even though we're two very different people, we have to come together and kind of compromise some. So My compromise was that he didn't buy the $80,000 Escalade that he wanted, and he got the cheaper one. So before we put his car payment in, or his car debt in, just know that this is basically the debt that we would have had from like before, you know what I mean? So that's basically like we basically shed off like $20,000 in debt, which is amazing. But we have Phil's car. So Phil got his car in July or June. April? May? I don't remember. He's made like 3 payments. So I'll show you. His balance is $47,000. That's just it. I don't really know what else to say. So when you put that in, 47,000. I messed up. So it was 79219, I think. And then 47,000. You get 126,219. So that is our actual debt, $126,219. But like I said, we knew that it was coming because he has not had a car payment in forever. He's only had like beat up cars. And he deserved a new car. He really did. And we just, it's okay. I mean, for me, this isn't as overwhelming as before when we had like 25 different payments and a lower total debt. Like, this isn't as overwhelming for me. So my plan of attack, of course, is, with these, they're pretty fixed amounts. So like this one, these 4, and then the e-loan is pretty fixed amounts. So, I mean, if you think about it, now that after this paycheck that we get on the 28th, the unexpected expense that we weren't prepared for is going to be taken care of. It's going to be done. It's going to be over. So starting in November, we're back to normal. I know holidays are coming, but we're going to still like try to focus on debt a little bit more, debt and savings. So hopefully we can kind of chip at these little ones, like these top 4 ones, and then, start our snowball again. So, but I will be honest, I am going to attempt to try to pay this one off first, because by this time we'll have probably the new year, and then we'll be almost into tax time. And I would love to pay this one off because this one's $276 a month. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of. I have to start somewhere again, and just please understand that I feel like we did such a good job, but with Phil's car, it kind of just adds a ton and it doesn't look good, but I feel like we've made a huge difference. So I hope you guys can see that. I hope I don't I don't know. I just don't want you guys to think that I've added like a ton of debt because we went out and bought got credit cards and we went shopping and we did all this stuff. I mean, you guys saw that we went on our trip, but it was completely paid. We've been doing, and if you take away Phil's car, like, we have made such a big difference. So I don't know. I'm a little sad about it because it just doesn't look good, but inside and on paper and like in our credit world and everything like that, we've made a really big difference. So I hope you guys can understand that, and I hope you guys don't not want to follow my story anymore because you think I'm adding a ton of debt, and I'm really not. It was just we knew that Phil didn't have a car payment. We knew he was going to need a car, and that's what we did. So anyway, I'm still happy about this. I hope you guys are too. But anyway, I'm nervous because I want you guys to know that I still know, I do understand how this money works. I feel like we've made a huge progress, and just because of Phil's car, that's why this is the way it is. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. All we can do is try to do our best. We both have working cars now. We, got through an unexpected expense. And knock on wood, there shouldn't be much that would add to this. So yeah, that's all we can do. So I am going to be doing this every month again. If I don't, hold me to it. I hope you all keep supporting me. You all are amazing. And until the next video, bye-bye.